Yeah, you should.
Hi, I'm Janice Strickland, and I'm going to be teaching 7th grade life science with your students this year. This is going to be my 4th year at Harvest, and I have a degree in biology with a minor in chemistry. I also worked in the genetics field for 3 years analyzing DNA and chromosomes. I absolutely love life science. It's one of my favorite sciences to teach. It's super applicable, it's easy to understand, it's the world around us. This year we're going to focus on a biblical worldview and really looking at the world around us through a God filter. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at different biblical worldview concepts and ideas, and I really want the kids to start to take ownership of their own ideas in science through that biblical lens. A couple of things that we'll study this year are the cell and some cell biology. We'll also study genetics. We'll study creationism versus evolutionism. We'll study plant and microbiology, and we'll also go into the human body, which is super fun. That'll be our last quarter and really a great way to end the year. Your student needs to have the life science 4th edition curriculum, both the A and the B books. We'll start with the A book, and you will keep the B book at home until it's needed. They also need to have a binder or a designated section folder in a larger binder for my class. Whatever is more convenient and works best for your family is good with me. Each day they need to come to class with loose paper, or they may have a spiral notebook. If they do use a spiral notebook, please make sure that there are perforations inside the spiral notebook, because occasionally they'll need to tear out the notes and turn them in for a grade. In addition, they'll need to bring a pencil or a pen. Any color is fine with me except for red. I do not allow red pens on any assignments or any schoolwork. One of the big things that we get to do this year is the science fair. You guys will see a rubric uploaded here in the next week or two on Sycamore, and it will give you a schedule of all the due dates for the upcoming semester. The science fair pretty much takes up the whole first semester, and the reason is I like for students to be able to section it out and turn in different aspects of their project in smaller increments. That way, when it comes to the final project and the final presentation, they've had ample time to work through each aspect. I've actually reviewed it and given it back to them, and they can feel confident and not rushed or pressured. I will actually be having a couple of meetings with parents, probably on 2 separate occasions. One right after school starts, and then one a little bit later down the road. And these are going to be focused on science fair specifically and questions that you may have as a parent. I'll try to do one during the day, probably around the lunchtime, and then I'll do one after school so that all parents are able to attend. Please, when you see those email blasts regarding the science fair, make every effort to come, because that will be the best way for you and I to communicate about what my expectations are, and just to make sure you guys have a full understanding. I would also love if anybody is interested in just coming alongside me and helping me sift through ideas and some of those different aspects as they're turned in, just looking through and grading them and correcting them. That would be awesome if you're interested in science and if you have a little extra time on your hands. So a couple of labs that we get to do this year, we will be dissecting an eyeball, and it's a cow eyeball, and a sheep's heart. Those are always exciting, and they're at the end of the year, so when we're just feeling a little tired and weary, we have some things to look forward to. I'm also hoping to do a field trip, most likely in January or February, to the Science Museum in Orlando. They have some really great lab opportunities, which would coincide with our genetics section really well. So I'm excited for those opportunities, and I'll let you know more as I know more. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the summer, and I'll see you soon.